right, a happy Thursday, November. Why am I saying November? Because it's August 22nd. I'm thinking November 22nd. I'm thinking JFK. Got JFK on the brain. Maybe it's because tomorrow RFK is going to make a big statement. The presumption is that Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy will drop out of the presidential race and announce that he is supporting Donald Trump. We'll see. That'll steal all the thunder from the DNC. You know, isn't that a procedure, a medical procedure, DNC? The Democratic National Convention. I actually have been watching it painfully. It seems there is no substance behind anything. It's all emotional. It's all about joy. And it's kind of just really insulting because they're working. She's joyful. Kamala is joyful. You know, instead of bat crap crazy, cackling clown. No, she's just joyful. So that's the big theme. So hope and joy instead of hope and change. You know, we didn't get enough hope and change. We didn't get enough hope under Obama. Everything was going to be great. Let's have a redo. Let's have Kamala, and Tammy and Timmy have a reset where we're going to have a hope and joy presidency. And it's all emotionally charged. It's all emotionally based. It's all fake, basically. But I saw Chris Cuomo, who I'm not a big fan of him, but, you know, he's working for a different news network, and so his priorities change now. And who knows, anybody can change. But he had a scathing indictment of the DNC and the RNC, the Republican National Committee or Conference, whatever it is, convention, in that they're up there railing against, and here's Bernie Sanders last night. Oh, we got to stop these billionaires and all the people that are taking and stealing from the people, from the little guy. And I'm like, how many mansions do you have, bro? And the Democratic National Committee basically screwed you out of the nomination in 2016, and you essentially admitted that in an interview recently. They gave it to Hillary. And you understand it, however, you're still complicit, and you're going with it, and you're endorsing Kamala. You know, wave to Dad. He's mowing the grass. So he just, you know, admits that it's rigged, admits that it's a sham, admits that he got screwed. But it's for the good of the party. You know, we just, you know, principles don't matter. You know, my beliefs don't matter. I don't stand for anything. And so that's basically what happened last night. But you've got, I'll go back to Chris Cuomo, Bernie Sanders, you know, the big outsider, the big, oh, you know, Bernie fever, you know, we're going to take down the establishment. BS. Nothing. He's just part of the establishment going right along with it. But Chris Cuomo called it out nicely in that everybody's talking about, hey, we got to make all these billionaires pay their fair share, raise taxes on them. All these wealthy people, you know, that are hurting the little guys, all hurting the unions and hurting the teachers and hurting people that wear shoes, tennis shoes to work. Okay, if you look up in the United Center there in Chicago, I think it's in Rosemont, but the Chicago area, you look at that where they're holding that convention, they have skyboxes, okay? Chris Cuomo accurately said, hey, these skyboxes cost $500,000, $1 million. So all the people hanging out in there looking down, as he said, on everyone else, paying their $1 million skybox and eating, slopping down all kinds of gourmet foods and drinking their alcohol, you know, of choice, beverage of choice. Those are the people that you're railing against on the stage. I mean, what a sham this is. What an absolute sham. What did I see that to become president it takes like $10 billion with a B now to run? That's the kind of campaign you have to run. Look at the money that these people are raising. Who's paying for this? Big corporations, big interests. I mean, you got to realize, and there's Mitch. So you got to see everybody when I go on the road. I see you when I go on the road. So maybe I should go on the road more. Get in the car, get in the digibug. Air conditioning's working. Got that fixed. So, you know, get the windows up. But it's just a complete sham. I mean, if you can't see through this and you're just a sycophant like the rest of them, you're just cheering and saying, oh yeah, my guy's better than your guy. at least he doesn't do this, or at least she doesn't do that. You know, it's just, come on. If you're buying into this myth, this propaganda, that they really care about you, then you're lost. You got to wake up. You got to realize they do not care. And they're just playing you. Just completely playing you. Realize, well, here's what's going to happen. I don't care who the next president is. It doesn't matter. What was it? I watched the World Blockchain Roundtable today, and Greg, I know what that is. It's a freaking tube came off on the air. I got something else to fix. But anyway, I think that's what it is, or maybe it's, anyway. But no, Greg, he had said that, you know, there's an inner party and an outer party in the one-party system. See, we live in a one-party system. There's an inner party and there's an outer party. So essentially, they're all on the same team. It's a one-party system. It's just that this clique that wins the election or selection, whoever rigs it better, they're on the inside, and they, you know, it's just like they're in the VIP room. The rest of you are out, you know, at the common strip tables, you know, but you don't get to go in the VIP room. So the one-party system, yeah, you got an inner party and you got an outer party. And that's basically what it is. One's in and one's out. It makes no difference whatsoever. Just realize that whoever is selected, whoever rigs it better in this election, because they haven't fixed the voting machines, have they? They complain about it, but they haven't fixed it. Nothing's been fixed. Just talk about it. We know the corruption's there, but, you know, it'll be fine. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Got to vote. Got to show up in numbers. What difference at this point does it make? So if that is the case, whoever is the next presider, CEO of the corporation, mark my words, we will go, right now we're 35 trillion plus in debt, you know, that this government's created out of nothing and supposedly owes for. In other words, you know, our labor, our energy has to pay for that, you know, the interest on that debt, when you could create it for nothing out of the treasury, debt free. I mean, yes, it would be inflationary. However, you create dollars out of the treasury. Oh, if you do that, then you might get blasted. You know, I knew there was a reason why I thought it was November 22nd, 1963. Think about the red notes, the red seals. If you try and just do that and cut the bankers out of it, you know, with the interest game, the loan sharking that they do, the tribute that you have to pay them. Oh, what's the other word? Usury? Yeah, that kind of thing. If you cut them out and you just issue the money directly, which you can completely do, that's interest-free, debt-free money, and you just put it into circulation, yes, it could be inflationary. Yes, it can drive the price of things up. However, you don't have a big debt to pay back. So you don't have that overhanging generational burden just looming over you. But that's what these vampires want. They want that. They're all part of it. They're all complicit. So the next president will run that debt past 50 trillion. It could be 100 trillion if we go stupid, but it's going to be 50 trillion. I guarantee it. Come back in 4.5 years, and whoever it is, whether it's Trump, Kamala, or a replacement for Kamala leading up to the election, who knows? You know, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, if it's J.D. Vance at the time, because Trump had to step down, who knows? It won't matter. Oh, the dogs just got groomed. You're pretty, baby. Yes, you're both pretty. So, to wrap this up, it won't matter. 50 trillion in debt, mark my words, that's what's going to happen. Doesn't matter who the president's going to be. And the fact that that is going to happen means you are a slave and you're being enslaved harder. Enslave me more, baby. Enslave me harder, baby. That's what's going to happen. So, better figure out how to exit the vampire casino now. There are some tools out there that you might want to use. You might want to build some strong relationships with people to where you can, yeah, I might want to wrap this up, where you can actually have some deals and barters and, you know, have your own ecosystem, own commerce outside of that vampire casino using whatever, not their poker chips, but the money that you want to use. You might want to look into things like Litecoin that has privacy, Mimble-Wimble. Give it a couple of months, not even that, and you're going to have privacy on mobile wallets. You might want to look into some silver. You might want to look into some storable food. You might want to look into some heirloom seeds. You might want to look into water filtration. You might want to look into everything that you're going to need on a daily basis. Having a little gas on hand. You know, whatever it is. Whatever it is that you need, fill up your propane tanks if you have propane. Get some extra propane tanks. just to have, because you can always run a little heater off of them. There's all kinds of things that you can cook with it. There's a lot of things that you can do to prepare now before it gets worse and your purchasing power gets eroded even further. So put yourself in a position to where you are more empowered going forward than you are now. Do the best that you possibly can to prepare for what is coming. And what is coming is more robbing of your energy. 50 trillion in debt coming soon. Mark it. All right. Try and exit that vampire casino any way you can. Love you all. Hope to see you on Hash It Out today on Blind Dave's YouTube channel. Look at the link below. Blind Dave. We're going to hash it out 4 p.m. Central Time with Steak, Blind Dave, Javier, and me, Clint Westwood. 4 p.m. Central Time. Check it out. We'll be talking about all the economic things, commercial real estate. Might get some deals there. A lot of things happening. So come check us out. Tomorrow, happy hour, of course, 5, 6-ish p.m. Central Time. I'll be in the bar smoking some cigars. Probably drinking some whiskey tomorrow night, maybe some old fashions. Who knows what I'm going to mix up. Anyway, come check that out. The lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel in the description below. All right, love you all. Have a wonderful Thursday. Exit the vampire casino and trust your gut, trust your instincts, go with it. That's the most important thing right now, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday.